In his box, the only money he gave me was a $60 check because it had the name. I said, they didn't put nothing else in there. And he used to talk about us a lot. He'd be mean. I said, yeah, it's fine with me. Okay. Post-Eid Regional Institute. When we finish this, what we say here, no one will laugh at the Negro again. Because they abuse Negroes, they laugh at Negroes. They can't do it already because we done already shocked them. Because everything they thought was happening here, it's not what's happening. They thought we was wounded and retiring and quitting, and we was just taking it easy till we get ready. And we've been strategically arranging. This stuff don't just happen. It's been arranged. So no one will laugh at the Negro again. And our specialty is self-dependence. No matter what we have, it's ours, and we don't care. Nobody can bribe us with we're going to sign. People always telling us, they told us out there, what's the name, where they hired at, well, how much do you need, Imam Musa? Well, we're trying to raise $100,000 for the school. Is that all? We ain't seen a dime of it. Abdul Haq and I, did he tell you? We was out there. Oh, there's $100,000 for them. They could have wrote the check right then. I don't know how many millions they get on Eid, but if they got 28 satellites, if they got 10 satellites on Eid, they getting enough money to float a battleship. Yeah. And them people is filling them boxes up. You ever see out at not IAC, the place where y'all would go all the time? Them boxes, they be loading them boxes up. And they used to just set them around. You remember when we had that $500,000 demonstration downtown? And the white folks, just the boxes, and they come right there and set them down by this thing. No box of money. Let's go back and do dawah. They call it dawah. Let's go back and talk to the people. And they set the money with all them niggas. Our niggas. They are lucky. I told them, you do that again, we're going to cut the brothers loose on you. We're going to cut the Negro loose on your behind. If you do that one more time, on my shift, finished. You think we're going to watch your money? Take your money and put it in the medical. Remember we put it in the medical? I don't know how many boxes it was, but it was money, money, money. One box will set a nigga straight. There's 500,000 people there. Why, if they put $1 in a piece, how the white, a ticket costs $500, so they put $20. They put $100. They put $500. Some of them just count, well, I have 1,500 left. I'm going to give them 1,000 because I'll just have a little lunch and a little something, and I'll keep this 500 for me, and I'll give them 1,000. I could see them $100 bills flapping with the coins holding them down. Let them try it again, see what happened. I'll loose the Negro on their behind. Boy, they'll be the poorest white folks in town because the Negro won't leave them nothing. Nothing. Well, what happened to all the money? What money? You know those boxes we had, all those orange boxes? You see it? Brother Rahman, did you see any boxes? What boxes? the money boxes. What's a money box? You got a money box? We got a money box? What happened? What are you talking about? Right? They ain't saw the Negro get loose. It was only, look, if it wasn't good character and all that stuff, and you know why? They didn't need the money. Their sponsors taking care of everything. That's why they wasn't thinking about it. They didn't need that money. They could have gave it to us. We could have found something good to do with it. Okay, visionary Negroes, longevity Negroes, protracted Negroes. Stage one, which we're in. But stage ones will cover everything from the Masjid 4603 upgrade, 5021 upgrade, 4607 upgrade, 4481 upgrade. And possibly building 3 houses, 3-story. I like got right across the street. That's in stage one. That's in stage one. Okay, let's see. Okay, we'll speed up. Islamic Institute for Counter Zionist American Psychological Warfare. We're gonna go not strictly after the Zionists, but the Americans will get some of it. But we're going after the Zionists. We're going after the Zionists because they are open target that all the Muslims hate. So next year, next year, like 2023, we'll include Boss Man with the Zionists. But all this next year, just the Zionists. Because the Zionists is wide open. The Zionists have had everybody in the world fight and lose their people for them. Imagine when we explain that to them. Your sons and daughters died for them. Yeah. And they still trying to, what? They're the ones that don't want no nuclear deal with Iran. They're the ones that's killing Palestine. And they're killing, what they're doing now, oh my goodness. The way they're punishing, it's unbelievable. So from January 2022, use storytelling as leadership strategy, teaching and instruction. Storytelling. Not hate teaching. Storytelling. Use what Allah gave us. And we have already a done deal. Well, technically, the way I feel is this is already done. But we just have to go through the process. Evolutionary movement with Negro characteristics, like the Chinese did their whole thing and they fooled all the white folks. They said, yeah, we're just doing that, but with Chinese characteristics. You mean y'all ain't gonna come liberal Democrats? Y'all ain't gonna do that? Why would you want to do that? We've been here for 4,000. Well, just give us 5,000 years. You've been watching those. They bring in a way, so the Chinese can't be doing everything wrong. They bringing up. The last guy was looking at the great map maker, and all of that. Yeah. Hey, they're bringing it out and they're presenting it to their people, and it's having an effect. You know what I mean? And so They didn't bring it back and say, that the Communist Party did this and we did that. They're hinting at that, but they bringing everybody that was Chinese. I don't care how far you go back, there they are. We got to try to cool them down a little bit on, Africa and stuff like that. But I think there's still a time left where we can encourage them to do better. Evolutionary movement with Negro characteristics. It is not necessary for others to comprehend our methodology. We are not trying to prove nothing to nobody or explain what we're doing. Like sometimes they try to cut you off and you're by yourself there and you got to explain or you want to let everybody know, hey, this is what's happening here. Take it or leave it. We don't have the time. We're not going to be mean-spirited. No. But, alhamdulillah. Okay. We will psycho-spiritual. Enhanced battle space techniques. Yeah. The battlefield is psycho-spiritual. So we have Boss Man beat. Why do we have Boss Man beat? We have Boss Man beat simple things. He's at the end of an era of a long, long historical run. Well, it's only 200 years, 300 years, but for him it's a long time. And he's on a steep decline. There's so many G's involved that he couldn't pull out. He can't pull, it's too much, and they're increasing speed. It's a power dive. And they just can't pull out. They can't pull out. They're in a historical, the earth is having a gravitational pull, it's just drawing them on down. And they're going on down happily. So there's no reassessment of what's happening. We're boss man. What are they calling it? Not expectations, but something I'll think of in a minute. Boss man just, anyway. We, warfare enhanced battle space technician, we will face the Zionists. Support us in the shadow. Our basic approach to the people is all just support us. You just keep going to the Masjid, doing what you do. We don't need them in the way right now. They would be in the way. We have to get organized. We have to put all our package together before we allow boss man to flood us with them. He's going to overload you. He can't not do it. He's got to. So, but we have to structure ourselves. So welcome. Okay. Support us in the shadow. In the shadow, they don't have to be outward. Tell your board, semi-clandestine support. Explain battle space manipulation. We've manipulated this system so skillfully, we have to tell people what we've been doing because they still won't see it. So we'll explain it to them over and over again. First attack, draw out. Draw them in deep. We didn't drew them in deep. Boy, look here. Okay. Real deal. Final assault. Transgenerational battle space, and it's called applied warfare. Transgenerational. So we look at it like we're the generation to pull it off. But we did not forget those old people back there. Without their mentality and them, they didn't know they were showing the way, but acting the way they acted, they showed us how you could do anything the boss man you want and get away with it. Niggas don't get away with nothing. Boss man, kill him right away. He's